This whole page took me about 5 minutes a day for 5 days. That's it. I started super simple. And sometimes it only took me 2 to 3 minutes to do each layer. I filled a cup with water and then I added some dish soap and started blowing bubbles. I didn't really have a plan. I wasn't trying to make something meaningful. I was just playing. And honestly, I think that's the best place to start. I do want to give a pro tip for blowing the bubbles. Blow pretty hard and let it overflow over the cup, and then put it on your page. Otherwise, you're going to have to do it several times like I did right here. But that's okay because I loved the result. When it dried and I peeled it back, I was kind of surprised. Felt like something was already forming. I then added some highlights with a white paint pen around the bubbles. Nothing major, just small touches to give it dimension. It's crazy how a little bit changes can shift a whole page. And then I started seeing her. I didn't sit down thinking I'd draw a girl praying. I just noticed the shape. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. So I traced her lightly and let her come forward. She even had a bow on the back of her head from the red that I used in the watercolors. After that, I added a soft yellow halo. No deep thinking, just following what felt right. I started with a little bit of a darker yellow and I put that around first. And then I did a gradient feel, kind of like an ombre, using a lighter yellow, and I blended that out. And then I decided to add some blue and orange and let them bleed into the yellow. I love watching watercolor do its thing. You can guide it, but you can't fully control it. Up close, it just felt peaceful. Not loud, just light. On another day, I added some iridescent watercolor around the bubbles and her face, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And this is where I want to say something. Every single layer you've seen so far took under 5 minutes. Sometimes only 2 or 3. And that's the whole point. We think we need hours to create, but really, we just need to begin. If your supplies are easy enough to grab, 5 minutes is enough. My advice is to have them out and ready and available to use so that you're more likely to start. The shimmer catches the light differently depending on how you move it. I love that. It makes it feel so alive. For the final layer to my piece, I added one word. I didn't choose it quickly, but it is connected to a memory. Part of my childhood was spent in Iowa, out in the country. I remember sitting under trees and just hearing the wind. No cars, no constant noise, just quiet. Now I live in the city, and that kind of silence is rare. But I've realized silence isn't really about location. It's about what happens inside when things slow down. When you're not reacting, when you're listening. This page started with bubbles, then she appeared, then light, and it ends with silence.